If the internet gods are smiling upon us, we are broadcasting live across the three major networks, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and happy to be here. Welcome to the program.
Yes, welcome in, and hope we get a Twitch bot. We haven't got one of those again in a while. I'm
Yeah.
really fingers crossed for today that the Twitch bots are watching because
Which,
I want oh boy 6969 I think it was or something that was the
yeah,
Twitch bot last time.
which the Twitch bot is the closest we've gotten to actually having a Twitch viewer. I don't think a single
Yeah,
person has watched us
sure.
over there. And, I don't care. I like that we are sucking up unnecessary
Man,
bandwidth
some,
to
some some
nobody.
some Twitcher who is sitting in a bikini in her bathtub playing her games is not getting a full HD stream
Right.
because us two jokers are there for the bots to chime in. I
Just
love it.
wasting the resources. You can
Yeah.
comment from all three locations as we go along our merry journey here, or call us live at 707-4-MONKEY, 707-466-6539. If you're listening on the weekly podcast, you can watch us live on Wednesday nights and enjoy that. Okay, let's dig in, shall we?
Yes, we definitely have things that you'll want to comment upon because we have a chock full show today. Starting with this, nothing like LimeWire. Oh yeah, that's still a thing. Is acquiring the Fire Festival brand.
We've been following the Fire Festival situation for a while because it was gonna come back, and then he said no, it's not gonna come back, so I'm gonna sell it, and then it didn't get sold, and then it was on eBay, and now from out of nowhere, LimeWire.
Right. If you're wondering what is LimeWire, it was like Napster happened and got sued its pants off by Metallica, and then everyone went to LimeWire. And you would sit there, and because you didn't have $7 for a CD, you would wait for 8 hours for an entire CD to download,
Right.
or a movie or whatever it would be, and that was LimeWire. They relaunched in 2022, and they are the ones that won the competitive bidding war for the Fire Festival brand. And according to release, LimeWire and Fire will begin a new chapter for the LimeWire brand.
And you have to wonder. Look, they're not going to host the Fire Festival. Is this just a PR thing where they go, by the way, LimeWire still exists? Is
I
that
would
what they're?
say
Is that
yes.
why they're doing this?
I would say probably yes. Um, I don't see them saying, "Hey, it's the Fire Festival presented by LimeWire," or they're if they wanted to be smart, as you have their webpage up, what they could do is quote unquote host Fire Festival and then allow you to upload or download and share your video of actual bands. So like
Yeah,
they wouldn't have an actual concert. They would they would be like, "Hey, it's Fire Festival with Tool and Blink 182 and Ja Rule," and then just have everyone share files of those bands. Be like, see, it's Fire Festival. That could be something they would do.
yeah, and I mean, look, it certainly isn't the LimeWire that we knew. It's now kind of a Dropbox, Google Drive, something something thing where you can share files with people and things like that. So you're not downloading albums, you're not getting porn
Pirated
movies and
video.
right.
Yeah.
And as you can
The new
see,
Asia
there
Carrera movies out. Let's down let's download that for 8 hours.
as you can see here, they are available on the New York Stock Exchange for 8/10 of a penny. Is that what that is? Is
Oh God.
that what that says?
I can't see. It's very small on my screen.
Uh, so if you want to buy some LimeWire stock, apparently you can go buy it on the. Oh my God!
Yeah. That
So
I love how they're on all the major exchanges there.
yeah, they are. So what? So does this Rolling Stone article indicate at all what they're doing? Just that they
It
bought
did,
it?
but it did, but when I went back to the article, I am now out of free views of Rolling
Oh,
Stone, so I only had the first two paragraphs of it. But it's basically part of a launch strategy from LimeWire, and they were saying they basically try to get out in front of what you had said of like this isn't a publicity stunt. We're using this to kind of broaden our portfolio and you know we're going to turn this around and make it, something upstanding.
LimeWire says that it would unveil a reimagined vision for Fire, one that expands beyond the digital realm and taps into real world experiences, community, and surprise! First surprise
Oh,
being LimeWire exists!
exactly. Check it out. We're still here.
And it goes into the history. For years, LimeWire operated as a competitor to Napster, shut down in 2010. In 2022, two Australians purchased it. Fire became the symbol of hype gone wrong, but it also made history, said LimeWire's CEO. We're not bringing the festival back, we're bringing the brand and the meme back to life. Oh my God, that's all they're doing.
No.
That's all they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. We're
This is
bringing the meme back.
this is as much bullshit as LimeWire itself
Correct. I think
and
this is worth,
Firefest.
this is worth less than a 0.008 penny percentage of a penny.
Oh my
BS.
gosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a whole bunch of nothing, isn't it?
It's a big nothing burger, just like the festival was in the first place.
Yeah, and I think
To your point, it's just trying to get LimeWire back in the headline.
right, and I think it. I think they did it. They made us
Yeah.
all say. They made us all say, "Oh, LimeWire, really?" And I went and looked at the website, and as you can see, me looking at the website has caused their stock to go down 8.4%.
Oh no.
To 8 cents a share, I think is what that is. God
Yeah,
almighty.
let's meme stock it. Everybody who's watching, buy some stock and pump up the value of LimeWire. Then we'll sell. We'll do was it AMC? They did that too, or whatever it was,
Yeah,
or
that
GameStop. Is
GameStop.
what it
I think
was.
AMC.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bunch of. All right. So,
Yeah.
the other business you may not have realized is still out there. Publishers Clearinghouse.
Do they still have the van that comes to my house with the giant check?
Evidently so. Publishers Clearinghouse still exists, but it is now hanging on by a thread. And now people who have won Publishers Clearinghouse in the past are saying, hey, hang on, you promised me a lifetime of money. Now what? The company's
It's
in bankruptcy.
I was gonna say it's probably a poor business model in 2025 to be mailing people entries.
Yeah.
How often do you check your mail?
And what was the deal with Publishers Clearinghouse? You bought magazines, right?
I assume like my dad always for just was it was forbidden in our house. It was forbade in our house to enter. Like my mom would be like, "Steve, can we do it once?" Like, no, we're gonna get all these magazines you can never get out from, and then I'm paying $50 a year for this shit that I don't need. Blah 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 blah. So there was never a chance Ed McMahon would show up on our door,
Yeah.
but for others, he did at some point.
Uh, let's take a walk down memory lane here with this.
There's only one Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes where you can win $2 million and a life that goes with it.
Now we can live the way we want.
We are taking our dream vacation.
The Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. Winning it can change your life.
Now we're laughing all the way to the bank.
So watch for the sign of Publishers Clearinghouse and enter.
So, winners who thought they'd never have to work again are now finding themselves uncertain how they'll pay their bills. Under the new terms of the agreement of the sale of the assets, they said it would not honor the payouts for those who won their prizes before July 15th of this year. It feels like a nightmare. I thought I was going to go on for the rest of my life. I didn't really have to worry about money, said one of the winners. One person had been promised $5,000 a week for life. Now he has to look for a job at 61.
Oh, how many years did he get his winnings though?
He won 10 years ago.
So he's been getting $5,000 a week for the last 10 years.
Right. And
he's got to go
almost
to work.
He's almost out of money. Yeah, I know.
Why don't you, I don't know, invest? I guess you thought that gravy train was coming, but all good things come to an end, Broseph. Maybe you have invested a little bit in the thing called LimeWire. You would have had you'd have so many shares of stocks at this point.
Could you spend $5,000 a week?
A week? Probably not. I don't know if I could spend $5,000 in a month.
What? I mean, that's a lot of money, I think.
I mean, that's $20,000
$5,000 a month. Yeah, $5,000 a month
That's
isn't
$20,000 a month. $20,000 a month.
right.
So you're looking at $240,000 a year. So I guess
Okay,
it's
yeah.
not like you're not living like Robin Leach, Lifestyles of Rich and Famous life.
Wow.
There's dated reference for you.
We're really going back into the vault. Yeah, right.
You just showed a commercial for
I
Publishers
know, that's what I mean.
Clearinghouse.
We're talking LimeWire, we're talking Publishers Clearinghouse, we're going all the way
All the way back
back.
to Lifestyles of Rich, the Caviar Dreams and Champagne Wishes, or whatever the hell it was. $240,000 a year
Yeah.
ain't nothing to to squawk at.
No,
but
no. It ain't
you-
bad. And I
No,
would
you
think
Yeah.
I would think you could probably, I mean, he lives out in Washington State in Bellingham. I would think you could probably live pretty high on the hog on $250,000 a year, right?
Yeah. $5,000 a week. That you could pay your mortgage, you'd be fine there, pay your bills, and then you still have, I don't know, the other $15,000 coming in for the month.
Publishers Clearinghouse was started by Harold and Lewester Mertz.
What's that you say? God bless you.
I
Lou
said-
Wester Mertz.
They started it in the basement of their Long Island home in 1953, selling magazine subscriptions. And in 1967, to attract attention for its mailings, the company started offering sweepstakes. Customers could enter to win prizes, regardless of whether or not they purchased the magazine. In 1989, the famous Prize Patrol began.
Yeah, with the band.
And so we all remember Ed McMahon and all that thing, and you just think, wow, they told me if I win this thing, I'd win it for life. And now what has this country come to when you can't win $5,000 a life and for life and count on that?
And if you believe in omens and something that was supposed to be given to you for life all of a sudden stops, wouldn't you be a little afraid that maybe tomorrow I'm getting hit by a bus?
Yeah.
Like I was supposed to get $5,000 a week for life, and now they're cutting me off. Like, oh, do they know something I don't?
Our poet laureate is a former letter carrier. And yeah, so Greg, you had to lug those things around, didn't you? Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that was half his route during its zenith, because they would send out about 14 different reminders. Maybe that's why they went bankrupt.
It is the fashion of the day that if something bad happens, your first recourse is to go on social media and put them on blast.
Is that what the kids still say? Put them on blast?
I thought that's what that
Ah.
was.
Yeah. I get it. You get very angry, and everyone thinks they have the power just because they have an account somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on Yelp, I'm going to take you down, so you better comp my meal.
So down in the little town of Wolf Lake, Illinois, which is we're getting down on the Mississippi River there by Cape Girardeau, is a simple bar and grill called the Duck Inn. And this lady went there and did not get the service she expected. There's a lot to break down in this video, but let's at least first hear her complaint.
Wow, I'm pissed. We ordered food from this place called the Duck Inn in Wolf Lake here.
For one, they know that I don't have teeth, so I can't chew.
What she said
What?
there is going to be important. There is a crying woman in the background who said, "How'd they know I don't have teeth and I can't chew?" I want you to remember that line, Mike. Because-
Oh, wow. I did not hear that. You're better linguistics than I am, because I heard something about why did they take my Cheetos?
Yeah, well, that probably happened too. So the part of the story, how did they know I don't have teeth and can't chew, is going to become relevant here in a moment.
Okay.
For one, they know that I don't have teeth, so I can't chew.
We asked them for chicken strips that my wife can chew that are not hard. Please do not cook them too long. What do? They cook them too long. And now she can't eat them.
Ass and everything else.
Let me finish this first. My wife calls up there to tell him what was wrong. She was calm. She she's like, hey, I just left there and my chicken fingers are cooked too long. Can you? And the lady stops her. Well, if you weren't such a fat bitch. And she called her a and everything else, all because my wife was actually being nice and was like, can you please fix it? And instead of my wife fighting back, she's sitting here fucking crying. I was the one that flipped out on him, and we're calling the Better Business Bureau. And let me tell you, do not go to the Duck Inn in Wolf Lake, Illinois. Because obviously they need better management than that bitch behind the bar.
Diana.
No, was it Diane?
Yeah.
No,
Well, let me tell you, Diane, I'm coming for you.
let's not dox. Let's make sure we know the name of the person we're doxing on our YouTube video here.
Oh my god.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
First off, I don't blame the Duck Inn for overcooking the chicken, because the last thing you want is to undercook it and then have them upset about salmonella at the Duck Inn.
Right. Right. But it also, she couldn't chew it, Mike. She couldn't chew it.
You can take the breading off. You can also cut it and take the breading off.
The thing I don't fully, I mean, there's a lot. Look, let's just take this woman at her word that it happened exactly as she says it happened. No reason to think it didn't.
Okay.
The first thing that strikes me is, why is she repeating the insult in front of somebody who is already highly distressed? That seems
I didn't think about that part.
That seems to make it worse.
Well, if you weren't such a fat bitch, and she called her a and everything else, all because my wife was actually being nice.
Yeah, she's crying in the background. She's already like, how do they know I didn't have teeth so I couldn't chew? And then they call me a you know what, and the C word, and the see you next Tuesday, and everything. Is there anything else, by the way, Johnny? If you call someone a fat F and B and a see you next Tuesday, what is the everything else?
Right.
That's my biggest question here. And your to your point is, she could have said they insulted her and used some very crude language instead of.
And what else did she call you? Did she call you a pig too? Oh, that's right. It was a pig.
Did she call you a hippo? Did she say you were hungry for chicken strips and you're a big ass hippo? Then maybe you should go someplace else? Yep, that's what she did. That's what she did.
Was she afraid you were going to break the chair? She was afraid you were going to break the chair, right?
Did she say she could feel your fat through the phone?
So
God
I don't
bless.
know. I don't know why she had to do that. I understand she was upset, but geez, you made it worse.
Big time.
And it appears that they know Diane, or have encountered Diane in the past.
Diane, I'm coming for you.
Right. Yeah, so she's coming for Diane. And so her hope, of course, as you always think in these situations, is the internet is going to back me up on this one. How dare they? And they're going to come to my rescue. And the internet, God bless the internet, did the exact opposite.
Oh, they didn't review bomb?
So they go to the Duck Inn and said,
that's awesome.
Yeah, and start to review. The chicken tenders are absolutely angelic. The first bite practically melts in your mouth. They're unbelievably soft, tender, and cooked to perfection. Honestly, they set the bar for for what chicken tenders should be. If you're looking for
Cane's can suck a big one. These are even better.
This person says, I don't usually leave reviews, but the Duck Inn deserves a standing ovation, and if I could stand on the table while clapping while eating, I would. Let me start. The chicken tenders, because they were nothing short of life-changing. I have some trouble chewing thanks to missing teeth. So most fried chicken out there either comes out like rubber bands or rocks, impossible for me to enjoy. But the tenders at the Duck Inn, oh my word.
Wow. Good Lord. Then came the fries. Not just fries. Oh no.
Yeah.
These were something else. Wow, this is a very lengthy review.
Let me tell you something about the Duck Inn. Forget Disneyland, forget Paris, forget even oxygen. This is the place to be if you want to experience true happiness. The moment I walked in, I knew, no, I transcended into a higher plane of existence. Why?
I was
Because I was
gonna-
greeted by Diane.
That's awesome.
Now let's talk about the chicken fingers. Friends, these aren't just chicken fingers. These are chicken sonnets, crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, seasoned but what I can only imagine as a whisper from heaven itself. The cheese fries.
Wow.
For someone missing a few teeth or maybe all, no judgment here, these fries are a miracle. Soft enough to gum, cheesy enough to bring a tear to your eye.
Soft enough to gum. Oh, that is awesome.
If you have teeth and taste buds, stop scrolling and order the chicken strips. These things are religion. Perfectly golden, seasoned just right. And people just go on and
Keep
on.
going.
Wow. Yeah, Diane delivered. She not only served up the best chicken strips I have ever had, she threw in a few extras. She said someone else didn't pick up their fries with cheese sauce and a side of ranch, so threw it in for free. My man lost his dentures, but Diane came to the rescue and made him a delicious blended burger. Thank you, Diane.
Oh my God.
And so one comment that, I mean, it's just there is no whatever you think the internet is going to do, it'll do the opposite. And if you think it's going to do the opposite, it'll do the opposite of that opposite. I mean, it's
The opposite.
That is the rule of the internet.
Yeah, and if you're going to be upset, have a better reason than the chicken fingers were cooked a little too long. Like, if it was like, I got them raw or they gave me salmonella, like being upset over, I wanted them to make it better to cook them less because my gummy Joe of a wife over here can't chew them.
Yeah. And
I
yeah.
love
And so I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what it's like to not have teeth, but I would imagine that you know what you are able to eat and not able to eat. Chicken fingers seems difficult, even if they are succulent and tender.
Yeah, it like I said, you'd have to use a knife and fork and kind of gum them away. I don't know what they were. I don't know what they were hoping they would get from the Duck Inn, but kudos to the internet to come to Diane and say, yes, Diane, you were correct to call her a fat F and B and a see you next Tuesday.
Our poet laureate chimes in, I don't have teeth and I can't chew. They cook my chicken all the way through, which is which? That fat bitch, all I say is F you. Thank you, poet laureate.
Yes,
We appreciate
well done,
you
Greg.
for all that you have to offer.
I don't have teeth, so I can't chew.
We
How do they know I don't have teeth and I can't chew? Why don't you
Oh.
order a shake next time?
I gotta hear the insults again. That was just brutal.
Okay.
chicken fingers are cooked too long. Can you? And the lady stops her. Well, if you weren't such a fat bitch, and she called her a cunt and everything else, all because my wife was actually being nice.
I don't think these people are nice, Mike. I don't know them, but I just have a feeling they're not nice ever. I don't think they're ever nice. There's just some energy coming from them that gives me the feeling that they're not nice.
No, they're not nice people. I still want to ask her what she thinks the everything else is after being called those words.
Yeah, well, Diane must be pretty prolific at her insults.
Yeah. Yes, very much so. Very much so. Well, we go from the Duck Inn to a wedding DJ ducking out mid reception. And comment in wherever you're viewing from, as Greg has, or give us a call on the monkey line. Here's what went down. This wedding DJ, according to this Reddit post, one attendee wrote, I went to my cousin's wedding last weekend, and it started off really nice. Ceremony was sweet, everyone tearing up and the whole deal. Reception started out fine too, until the DJ literally packed up and left halfway through the dinner. The original poster claimed the groom's uncle kept pestering the DJ to, quote, play real music, meaning old country tunes that no one else wanted.
Oh.
Fed up, the DJ allegedly called it quits on the spot. He
I'm
had
with him.
enough of this guy saying, play some real ass music. So he just
Wow.
Yeah.
And It's not really your place to decide that the music. I mean, you're a guest, right? He's a guest. It's not his party,
No, it's not. It's not the guy who it was an uncle. It's
right?
not his wedding. The playlist is predetermined, especially for dinner. Like the dinner music usually is predetermined by the bride and groom. It's very kind of
Right.
middle of the
It's
road.
back
Like
there. It's back there. You're just
yeah,
not supposed to hear it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. Like we did the Rat Pack, like just kind of the cocktail hour, just kind of something nice, and then you crank it up when you get to the reception. So to be bitching, and so I don't know if I blame the DJ. If this guy was bitching already at dinner, I only can imagine what he would have been doing during the reception. And to say play some real music, it's like, come on, man. The maid of honor tried to salvage things by hooking her phone to the speakers, but the best man soon started taking requests.
Wow.
So the maid of honor tries to do the best she can and just says, "Hey, here's a playlist I have on my phone. Let's make the best of it."
Right.
And that's
Along
when
with all the
the
Spotify commercials.
right, exactly. That's when the best man said, "No, sweetie, I got this," and started taking requests, which of course led to some interesting. At one point, a breakup song tied to the groom's ex blasted through the hall.
Holy crap.
The bride stormed out crying. The groom followed, and the family immediately split into two camps. Team DJ was right versus team unprofessional, the guests recalled.
Jeez.
By the time the newlyweds returned, the vibe was dead. Guests
Yeah.
bickered, the playlist was chaos, and the bride's mom was left sobbing in the corner before the couple called it a night. Holy shit.
That's incredible.
That went down real fast.
You know, I initially said I can't blame the DJ, but on the other hand, though, that's kind of part of the gig. I mean, if the bride and groom say, "Hey, no request," then you go, "Hey, take it up with the bride and groom. I'm sorry, I can't take any requests."
Right.
You don't go stomping out. At the same time, if you're a guest, cool your jets, man.
Well, that's just the thing of, and how many times did this guy, because you're right. Name of the game if you're a wedding DJ is you're going to get some dumbass requests.
Mm-hmm.
And if the parameters have been set according there's certain like no play songs, like we had no play songs on ours, and then we had a situation where the DJ actually came to us and said, "Hey, these people over here at this table are wondering, can they play this song? Would that be okay?" You don't just continue to pester the DJ, but the same token, if you're the DJ, you have to be like, "Hey, could someone talk to uncle and tell him not come by my table?"
Right.
To just pack up in the middle and say, "I'm out. I can't deal with real music man over here." That is a little unprofessional.
Yeah.
Um,
And yeah, I mean, just remember who signed the check. I think is probably part of the
correct.
issue there.
Yeah. Like I said, they called it a night with the mom sobbing in the corner. Somebody commented the DJ was highly unprofessional. He should have spoken to the groom about the uncle, who was probably drunk. He shouldn't have let one person who hadn't paid
Probably.
him ruin everything. Yeah, he had to be. Others struck a more balanced chord. One person said, "I think both can be true. DJ was unprofessional and he had had enough." Adding that professionals are people too and don't deserve to be berated. So, yeah, that just it's crazy how quickly that spiraled
Yeah,
of the
that's
DJ's
incredible.
like, "I'm out." And here once again, much like last week's video, where we had the fainting video from Sweden,
Mm-hmm.
where the woman swoops in and does the right thing and the men are useless.
Yeah.
Same thing happens here of the maid of honor was doing something. She had the playlist, even with Spotify, and it was when the best man decided to play DJ and take requests that the ex breakup song came on and shit went downhill after that. So
Why are we allowed to do anything? Every time a woman gets involved, it fixes things. Why are
correct.
we ever allowed to do anything?
Because we feel it's our need to do so.
I guess so, but man, how many things do we have to goof up before we just go, you take the wheel. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. Well, I'm willing to do that. Like I've screwed up choices of dinners before, so I'm just like, you know what, you pick.
Yeah.
I swung and a miss. Now it's your turn to choose because I done messed up, AA Ron. Staying with weddings. Here is a interesting situation. Obviously, the seating chart is a big thing. Some people have open seating. Others, it's like you don't want to run that risk. You got to like. It's very much a dance that you do with the seating chart of who goes
Impossible to
here.
make everybody happy.
Correct.
Impossible.
somebody's going to be too far away from the head table. Someone's going to be this. So there was a private Facebook group of about 80 people. And here, I'll just read to you from the actual Reddit post itself. I'm getting married in November, and like most brides, I put way too much thought into the seating chart. I wanted to keep certain family members apart and didn't want exes sitting anywhere near each other. One of my bridesmaids, let's call her S, kept pressing me about who was sitting where. I brushed it off at first, but she kept asking and saying she just wanted to make sure the vibes were good. Fast forward to last week, someone from my fiance's side messaged me saying, "Hey, I heard we're at the boring table in the back." I was confused until I realized the exact seating chart with my handwritten notes had been posted in a private Facebook group that Sarah S runs.
Oh my
And here's
gosh.
the kicker: the chart wasn't just posted; my notes were included. Notes like keep cousin Amy far away from her ex-boyfriend, and don't put Aunt Linda near the open bar.
Right.
When I confronted her, she swore it was an accident, that she meant to screenshot it for herself, but somehow uploaded it to a group of 80 plus people. Now I've got people salty about where they're sitting, and I'm redoing the entire layout 2 months before the wedding. My fiance wants me to cut her from the wedding party, but I'm torn on what to do.
Oh, baby. Well,
Yeah.
yes, you don't put drunk Aunt Linda near the bar, but you don't put that down in writing.
Right. It's if Aunt Linda has that kind of reputation, it's already probably known that Aunt Linda shouldn't be by the bar.
This is a really incredible chain of events because so she's making the seating chart, but also adding her own notes so she can keep it all straight. And no, you never work it out so that everybody's happy, no matter
No.
what.
Right.
And so
Let me
S
ask you.
comes along and takes a picture.
She took the picture of the seating chart for her own notes, right?
Okay.
Because S had been pushy about, hey, where are people seating? Where are people seating? And the lady's like, I got go do other bridal party things, like get out of my business.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she happens upon it, takes a picture, and then accidentally uploads it to the 80 people in her private Facebook group. I will say this though, who, have you ever been upset? Do you get upset about where you sit at a wedding? Is it really that important of
No,
where you're
ultimately
sitting?
no.
I mean, at the end of the night, the reception is about the dancing and the cavorting and the partying. You can make the rounds.
Right.
It's not like if you leave your seat, there's someone there with a shock stick to put you back at table 9 with a bunch of the other stiffs.
Yeah, I've been at weddings where I've gone, well, gee, how did I end up here, or why are they there, and I'm that kind of thing. It doesn't bug me, and as soon as the dinner is over, it's just like a free for all, and everybody just roams around and talks to everybody.
Right.
Did she actually have one called the boring table? Because that would be awesome.
Yeah. Well,
I
no,
hope.
this person, hey, why am I at the boring table in the
Right.
back? I don't know if that she
I mean,
had a boring table
if she
or
wrote down "keep drunk Aunt Linda away from the bar," I bet she did write down "this is the boring table."
very well could be, or just could be the person who reached out to her surmising and looking who else was at the table and going, boring.
Mm-hmm.
What a bunch of stiffs that I had to sit next to.
God.
What the hell did I do to deserve this? The boring table. Boo.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. Does she deserve to be cut out of the wedding? It seems all very convenient that she accidentally did it. And it is quite the headache. I don't know, maybe she stays in the wedding, but you put her at a different table. She doesn't get to sit at the head table. Because she effed around and found out with the
Right.
table stuff, she gets to be by Aunt Linda.
Yeah.
And then
The
Aunt
one.
Linda goes, "Why the hell am I not by the bar?"
Yeah, there's got to be like just one chair that's just a little bit outside the door so that she can just sort of.
Yes, exactly. That if it's a 2-room reception and right there where you have the cutoff where you just kind of, are they
Right.
cutting the cake? Are they what? I can't see. I ordered the beef.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would serve her right. That's the way to solve that.
Yes,
The
very much so.
president is very upset about how we're kicking footballs. Things that presidents get involved in.
he involves himself in everything
Yeah.
because he thinks he has an edict from on high. I saw this tweet. Well, pardon me, it wasn't a tweet. I saw his Truth Social post where he went off about how make football great again. Football's doing pretty good.
Hmm.
Consistently, of the most highly rated primetime shows or just shows in general on actual cable or regular over the air television, it usually has like 98 of the top 100 is football.
Yeah.
So they're kind of doing something okay there, Mr. President. I'm sorry. All those people that were going to not watch it anymore because everything got so woke,
Right.
like, they came back pretty damn quick.
They came
And
back
so
and they're drinking their Bud Light just like before.
correct. Very much so. So if you are not a football fan, and even if you are, this happened last year.
Right.
Like the kickoff rules changed last year in the NFL to try to cut down on injuries and also to get players to actually return rather than just take a knee. And so here is what they started with last year and has continued into this year. Wish I had a telestrator. If Johnny if you can use your little arrow there.
All
If you
right.
see one man back at the 35-yard line on the right hand side of your screen, that's the kicker.
That's the kicker. The
Okay,
football's right there.
that's where everybody who is now at the other 40-yard line, the rest of his team used to be next to him, right?
Hmm.
So everyone they were lined up at the 35. They would get a running start, and then at the other, at the 45-yard line there, the other team would be, and they would get a running start and ram into each other.
Right.
And they found not great that you have big burly meaty men slapping meat,
So you got
hitting
the
each
bulk.
other that
You got
hard.
the bulk of each team, whatever, 30 some yards away from each other,
Right.
charging
running
in
start.
at full speed. Yeah. Something bad's
Correct.
going to happen.
Right. So what they did was instead the kicking team is there at the 40-yard line. Then at the 35 is the return team, and no one can move until the returner actually catches the football.
So he's over here.
Yes.
Right.
And so no one can move. And what they
So
are
he
trying to
has
do
to
is
stay in this. He has to stay in this rectangle.
that's the landing zone for the kicker.
Oh, okay.
So the kicker has to make it into that zone.
Hmm.
If they don't make it into that zone, there's a penalty unless the team has said they want to do an onside kick.
This one will be returned by Sims.
Yeah.
So sissy. I mean, yeah, such a sissy.
That's what we're worried
sissy
about.
game.
We're going to replay it.
It just doesn't look right, Johnny. Doesn't look right. Make football great again.
It's just weird to me. Politics aside, I've never really thought of any politician of thinking, boy, I really got to vote for this person because I really hate the designated hitter rule, and it needs to be in both leagues. I mean, it just what a weird thing to. And so I don't think anybody voted for him because of that. And I get, hey, presidents get downtime too, and that's fine that he's sitting there watching a football game. But part of me doesn't want to know that the president's watching a football game. In my mind, I want the president to always be at the desk and doing president things, making sure we're not going to war and whatever the presidents are supposed to do. It's not this. It's not this.
Yeah, I don't mind him watching the game, but I don't like you could, and he's fine to have his opinion of, hey, what's with this new kickoff? But to put an edict on high from Truth, like, we need to make it stop. It's the worst thing in the world. It's never, it's like the NFL is doing okay for themselves,
Mhm.
Mr. President.
Right.
They have a lot of insight and they do a lot of background on things and NLI stuff. They're doing okay. They run the numbers. They do the research.
And I think most people, even people who are passionate about that, you don't want to see people get wiped out and their head get snapped, and that's not fun.
Well, the other part of it is you're guaranteed 2 kickoffs in a game.
Hmm.
Other than that, you don't know how often it's going to happen.
Right.
So it is maybe, if you're lucky, if it's a shootout when both teams scoring tons of points, it's maybe an eighth of a game, and you're worried that eighth of a game
Right.
is making things terrible and has to be changed. It's like, get past me with that. Get out of here.
Show us how it's done, Don. Just go out there on the field and just Show us what a real man would do. I want to see that.
I do too. That's right. He was part of the UFL.
Oh, yeah.
He bankrupted that league.
That's right.
You are dead on there.
Like everything else he
Poet laureate.
touches.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, look at the billions of dollars the football is making right now, and that dope bankrupted an entire league of it.
God.
Good
Well,
Lord.
another professional sport is in the middle of a horrible scandal right now. Professional stone skimming.
Is it skimming or skipping? I always thought it was
Well,
skipping rocks.
If you're in England, you call it skimming. But yes, I think most normal Americans call it skipping. The World Stone Skimming Championships have been rocked by a cheating scandal. Check this out. Over 2,000 people from 27 different countries go to this event on the tiny island of Eastdale, just off Scotland. Rules state stones must come from naturally occurring island slate. Some, though, were found to have been ground to a suspiciously circular shape to help them bounce on water.
Sons of bitches.
Mhm.
Grinding down the natural stones, you son of a bitch.
The stone skipping organizer, Dr. Kyle Matthews, said that the offenders held their hands up and apologized. The entrants chose their own stones. Judge uses a measuring device called the Ring of Truth. Let me show this to you. This is interesting.
What's the Ring of Truth?
The Ring of Truth is
Oh.
this thing here.
So it has to fit within the Ring of Truth?
Apparently, yeah. So in order for it to be a qualified stone, it has to fit within this Ring of Truth. Dr. Matthews, who is known as the Toss Master.
No, you can't. That's a terrible nickname.
Change that now.
Change that nickname. Dr. Kyle, you don't want to be known as the Toss Master.
But Tossmaster says that these stones were suspiciously circular and just fit in the Ring of Truth a little too well. But apparently the people who did this fessed up. They have expunged them from this. He went on to victory. Entrant Jonathan Jennings went on to victory last week as the contestant's first American winner. Yes.
Yes.
USA.
That's
USA.
right. USA. Go throw stones. Well, in fact, I will, and I'm going to win.
Run by volunteers. Last year, it raised £15,000 to support local community projects, which is about all that a stone skipping competition should be responsible.
Were you any good at it growing up? I sucked. Despite the ability to throw a baseball and a football pretty damn good, skipping stones was never my jam. I was pretty terrible at it.
You know, it is. It has to do with the particular pond and the type of stones that are there. I mean, you do have to kind of get it with a nice, it can't be completely flat, but it can't be, and it's got to have a nice weight to it. And I could probably, after a couple, I bet I could get to a half dozen.
Really? Six skips?
Oh, yeah. I know I'm bragging.
You are. That's a humble brag. I think
Yeah.
my best was like maybe 6. That was like my highest ever because I would get frustrated and be like, "F this."
Yeah.
And then I would just call the duck in and have Diane berate me, and I'd be like, "Yep, you're right. I'm pretty terrible at things, Diane. Thank you."
So yeah, no, that's it. That's Trump goes on the football field. I'll go skip some stones, and then we'll see who the real man is.
I like it. If you're watching, and I know you are, make sure it gets to him. I want to see that. Yes.
In this AI-generated world, is it a crime to insult virtual idols? You're looking at Plave.
Plave?
Plave.
Okay.
Plave. No, just Plave, a virtual K-pop group, kind of like Gorillaz.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Or for Greg, the Archies. But they've won a civil case against a commenter who deprecated their looks online.
Wait a second. So somebody went online and said, "Hey, Plave looks like whatever," and then the virtual band sued the guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
This person has been accused of harming their reputation in the form of that insult and wanted $6.5 million, which is about $4,700 per person. The derogatory comment posted on Twitter in 2024 targeted the virtual avatars representing the group members, and the court said the real people behind the digital characters are insulted through their avatar.
Oh, so well, you never know anymore with the AI if it was just like AI slop, but there were actual people who were singing, portraying these virtual
Right.
characters, and those were the people that got mad.
I added the AI part, so I don't know that this is an AI thing, but it's
I know, but still, I'm trying
it's a
to follow the
cartoon.
string
Yeah.
theory here. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be like okay, it would be like if the guys who sang for Milli Vanilli sued you for saying that Milli Vanilli looked like jackasses with some of their outfit choices.
Yeah.
And you weren't saying anything about Milli Vanilli lip syncing, you were just saying about their appearance. Then the guys who sang for Milli Vanilli said, "Hey, I'm going to sue you because you're making fun of the guy who's pretending to be me."
The court said an insult against one's digital avatar should be regarded as libelous against the actual person. And so I don't know, how far can you extend that? If you've got that little graphic up on your Facebook profile or your meme avatar that people have on their phones, Bitmoji, that kind of thing. If somebody insults your Bitmoji, you can sue. You can sue, at least in Korea.
Yeah. Did you ever do a Bitmoji? I had no use for Bitmojis.
I did. I can never decide what to wear.
I never even tried. I was like, I don't need a Bitmoji, and I sure as hell don't care if someone then insults my Bitmoji. That's for damn certain. That's a crazy story.
Yeah, crazy story
out of South Korea.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, if you're getting insulted though, science, because if there's one thing we know about scientists, they know how to make a snappy comeback. Because nerds always, in every movie, the nerds who are getting made fun of always have that quick wit about them to come back real fast.
So they have scientifically decided what the right comeback is.
Correct. This isn't the Tossmaster. This is a neuroscientist and lecturer, Dr. Dean Burnett, who has revealed the best comeback to an insult. And he thinks it can successfully put a damper on someone else's mean comments or even, quote, reverse their effects. He has a 3-word retort that he says maybe put a smile on the face of the person who insulted you and make them laugh, diffusing the situation entirely. So are you ready what Dr. Burnett has to say?
All right. Hey, Mike, you're a toothless hamburger chicken strip eater.
Hey, calm down, Grandma.
What?
According to Dr. Burnett.
Calm down, Grandma.
Yeah, who is the author of Emotional Ignorance. The best comeback to an insult is to say, calm down, Grandma. He thinks, quote, the impact of an insult depends as much on the recipient as it does the supplier. So this particular retort, he claims, has the effect of making, quote, the insulter seem like the lower status, more easily ridiculed party. He explains that someone says your haircut looks stupid. You reply, okay, calm down, Grandma. Now you've put them in a category of older, unfashionable, and out of touch people, which makes them look worse.
Yeah. So when President Trump says, hey, that kickoff looked like a sissy kickoff.
Calm down, Grandma.
Yeah, they might be onto something. It does work.
Does it though?
In a weird way.
Calm down, Grandma,
Not
as
really.
the best comeback for any any insult. I'll tell you what. Next person on the Mike and Molson YouTube page that inevitably, because of if we make the Trump thing into a quickie, insults us online, can we respond with "calm down, Grandma" and see where it goes from
we
there?
absolutely can. People are mad at us because we showed that Swedish woman fainting. So I think we can already start to apply this if we want.
Yeah, he goes on to say, Dr. Met says, that this works great because especially if they can't possibly be your grandma because they're a 20-something man, so that really gets their goat.
Boy, so it's worse if they're not a grandma. I see. Boy, he's really
Yeah,
thought this out from every angle.
He has. He gave a few other responses that use similar clever trick, using the insulter's own words to make them look stupid. He adds, they say, I don't understand why your attractive partner or whomever is with you. You would say, would you like me to explain it to you with crayons? Because you see, you're making him feel like a dope.
Oh, thank you
with
for
crayons.
explaining, Grandma.
They meant to insult you, but the response turns to them admitting to being easily baffled. He said there's also co-constructing criticism where the insult is accepted and built on, which might even shed you in a positive light for being self-deprecating. For an example, he says, they say, you're fat. You say, I should hope so. I spent enough money to get this way.
Oh, no.
You're not scientifically blown away by these awesome retorts. I mean, these are scientists. This is Dr. Dean Burnett. God damn it!
You're right. Look,
calm down, Grandma.
I mean, I'll give you this much. It is a retort. Sometimes people are so flummoxed when they're insulted they have nothing to say. So at least it's something.
That's true. Yeah.
It sucks.
He does say it's not great.
No.
Calm down, Grandma. There are countless more comebacks, but they all orbit a central theme of not giving the insulter power. He also pointed to the old adage of sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Criticism and rejection cause brain activity that's indistinguishable from actual pain. So basically, insults do hurt. And so, so he's saying that calm down, Grandma.
Right.
Professor, I should say, Mark Bellis said our research shows verbal abuse, and it says can inflict actual real damage. But if you get insulted, remember these 3 words: calm down, Grandma.
How disappointed would you be if you were at a comedy show like Bill Burr or Jim Jeffries or somebody, and there's a heckler, and all he comes back with is "Calm down, Grandma,"
and then proceeds to tell you why it works so well.
Right?
Because you see what I did here. That gentleman is obviously not my grandma, and now he is flummoxed as to why I would call him grandma when he is obviously a 20-something male.
Yeah.
See what I've done there?
Can't really hear this coming out of Ricky Gervais's mouth, can you? Calm down, Grandma.
Anthony Jeselnik.
Right.
Calm down, Grandma. No, that's Or Don Rickles just going off on someone and calm down, Grandma.
Yeah. Bert Kreischer's up there is gonna. I'll take my shirt off, Grandma. Calm down. It's not gonna work.
No, not gonna work.
I think we got some grandmas waiting for us in This Week in Slow-Mo.
Ooh, I love Twismo. Favorite part of the show.
All right. We have another Ring camera episode, and as you can see, it's a calamity. It's an absolute calamity. Several people are down, and let's watch this and see how it plays out and what the heck went wrong, and we'll watch it in slow-mo and dissect it as we always do.
Okay. Oh, it's a walker. I wonder what the hell that was.
Put my phone in there.
Go down! God damn it!
Oh God.
Oh my God!
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hold on. Let's do one at a time.
What the hell?
It's chaos. Absolute chaos, isn't it?
Why did the one? Okay, the first lady obviously was the one who the walker was for.
I don't know. It's an abandoned walker. I don't know if it was for anybody.
I thought at first on the still frame you had to introduce us in a Twismo. I thought that was a lawnmower, and I thought someone had gotten hit by a rock, and then I saw that it was a walker in the lead up, and I was like, oh, okay, a grandma's gonna fall. I don't understand what number happened to number 2 guy that fell.
Put my phone in there.
Slow down! God damn it!
Oh God.
Damn! Oh my God!
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my God.
As
Hold
we
on. Let's,
Can we can we start with the orange shirt guy just being so pissed that the lady fell? Like that's the thing that right off the bat, like this poor lady falls before he can help her just yell, "God damn it!"
it does. It's like he's being inconvenienced. That's the feeling. That's the vibe it gets, right? That she's
Right.
really putting him out.
Why'd you come out so fast? God damn it, you fell down.
All right, here it is as we saw it in slow motion.
Slow down! God damn it!
Oh God.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, I am crying laughing here. Is there a is there is there, is there a hidden step on that thing that
All
we
right.
don't know about?
You asked the right question because in the next sequence, I think I did figure out where
Okay.
it went wrong.
Okay. Whew, gotta compose myself here.
Right there.
Oh, there is a little mini step.
So what happened is the first person steps down, but the foot doesn't go all the way off the step, and so her heel
Hits.
is on it.
Oh, okay.
And that's what goes down. That's what causes her to go down.
Slow down! God
Like he got shot.
damn it!
Amazingly, the exact same damn thing happens to the other guy.
Twice as worse.
Right.
This guy's
Twice as
two
worse.
times as bad. Both his feet are effed up.
Yeah. So both of them goofed up the step. They made the exact same mistake.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
He went face first. He's lucky he didn't hit that
did.
rock.
He did, yeah. I mean, they're all. Let's at least give some kudos to the guy in orange, who really is the hero of this story, because he's the one who tried to keep it all together.
Slow down! God damn it!
Now, his
Oh God.
his spider senses kick in. Now he knows something else is about to happen.
Oh my God!
Oh my God. Oh
Is that his parents? Like, I
don't
want to know the relation. I want to know the relation. Maybe level off that step or add a little more concrete to make it all even. That's a weird little step situation. Ah, man, so much. It's an
Yeah.
emotional journey there.
Do you think it's one of those situations though where the second guy he saw what happened and he got psyched out and said, "Don't miss the step, don't miss the step, don't miss the step," and he just missed the step?
Well, I think he was trying to run out to help because I feel like the second guy out is with woman number one.
Okay.
So I think woman number one biffs it, and I'm assuming that was her walker or push whatever.
They're all walking. Who needs the walker?
I don't know. That I don't know. But I think the second guy is with the first lady who fell. Right. But he's got a beverage in his hand. Like I don't know what he was thinking to do, but he immediately kicks left.
Yeah.
And so luckily he falls the opposite way of her instead of falling onto her. I just appreciate the man in the orange just being so pissed at everyone for falling. That's my favorite part of the entire thing. He has zero cares about their well-being.
Now we're gonna be late.
Zero empathy. It's just inconvenience him because now he's got to not only pick up her off the ground, but Steve or whatever the hell his name is also got to get off the ground now.
Let's watch the anguish cam. This is
So
our
much
favorite. You know,
anguish.
we really zoom in on where the most pain is.
Did you get shot?
And it's him. I mean, he's really
It is.
he's hurting. She's hurting.
Her knee. She's holding her knee. Oh, here he comes. Go, roll it back. Roll it back to anguish cam number 2 of this woman's arms going up.
Yeah.
First of all, she's feeling bad about the lady who's down on the ground to the right.
Right.
She's pointing that way, and all of a sudden Steve just fucking biffs it to the left, and this poor lady following out the second fall is now like, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hold on. Let's, okay, do one at a time.
I don't think they're terribly hurt because they all start to move pretty quickly there.
But it felt like the first fall, it felt like she was seriously injured because she laid there like a slug.
You
She
think?
went down and she just laid there.
Yeah, let's watch it in its regular speed here because you realize it does look a lot more what am I saying? It's awful.
I think my phone is in.
God damn it!
Oh god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hold on. Let's, okay, do one at a time.
One at a time.
We don't want it again. Well, did he think she was attacking him? Is he scared? Because it seems like his first reaction is almost push her away, like, what the hell? And then he yells the god damn it, like as if he's scared.
To his credit, I think he does try to catch her when we zoom. When we zoom in a little bit, he does.
Okay.
He does try to catch her, and he just there's just no. It's just too fast. He can't.
Right. Oh god, the twisted ankle is the worst part. Down.
Yeah. So
He doesn't try to catch her.
He almost
He doesn't try to catch her.
You don't think so?
No. Look at the way he has no idea, and he looks. Watch him brush her away. What?
Right there. See, look at what his hand's doing.
Brushing her away. He's throwing her to the ground. He's like, get the hell off me. He thinks he's being attacked.
Oh, okay. It's a jujitsu move? Is that what you think he's doing?
Yes.
You think a jujitsu kicked in right there at the last minute?
Yes, that's self-defense.
I didn't go to these Wednesday night sessions at the YMCA for nothing. This is how you handle this.
That's the 5 points of pressure to knock your assailant straight to the ground. He found the vein on the wrist and took her out. Which is why he said, God damn it, I wasted it on you. I'm gonna help.
Him too. Like this?
Now I'm gonna drive both these bastards home.
I know.
Because they can't drive.
Yeah, they both can't use the walker, right? It's only one walker.
Right. Exactly.
I don't think I've ever heard a funnier goddamn it in my life. That's really probably one of the best.
It is. It reminds me of my father. He's channeling my father in that one. My dad was the king of goddammits, and that one was very much like one of his.
Right. Because there is that GD that you bust out when a kid falls or somebody busts a window or something where you're mad before you're concerned. The mad
Correct.
comes before the concern. And that's what's happening here. He's mad.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, that's a journey. Oh.
He's still mad. He's still mad, right? He
This
even
can't be happening. This can't be happening to me. I got 2 people on the ground. I'm gonna get sued. I got
we
homeowners insurance. I got these old bastards falling on my sidewalk.
and we
God
don't
damn
we
it.
don't have enough walkers.
Right. And there's that. Calm down, Grandma. Oh no. Right there. I'm gonna help. Nope, I'm not helping. Down goes Fraser. And he gets mad again.
Right.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Let's do one at a time.
That's my favorite part too. Okay, one at a time. We fell at the same time, but we got to get up one at a time because
No.
that was too much.
That was too much for me to handle. No, thank you. God bless. I love this. Is why we're one of our best Twismos ever. This and
Yeah.
the squirrel. This and the squirrel.
Oh man. Hey, if there's a slow-mo out there you need us to see, drop it in the comments and we'll analyze it because it's just the things you discover when you pick it apart.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Yeah. It is. It is. So if there's one, please comment below. We'd love your submissions for Twismo.
Yeah.
Always puts a smile to my face. Glad both of them are okay too.
I think they're fine. I don't think that video would have leaked if something horrible had happened. They got up and they said, "Walker schmocker." I don't need one of those.
Yeah, exactly. Or the orange guy carried him to the car. Get off my property. See you later.
All right. Have a lovely week. We'll see you next time right here on YouTube, Twitching, and Facebook.
And Facebooking and all that kind of stuff. You're hip with the kids.
I don't know what the hell we're